Hi, this is Mary from Growing Puppies. This video is about toys, and I wanted to just give you some ideas and talk to you a little bit about toys for this puppy. So these are, I'm just going to go around the pen and try to focus on some of the toys that they have in there. This is from Pet Stages. The original toy had some sort of ribbons that went through, some colorful ribbons, but it's still a good chewy toy even though the ribbons aren't there. This toy here is again another Pet Stages, the little rubbery chain, and they love to chew on that. That's a good one. Below that is a puppy Calm, and that is pretty indestructible for a little puppy. But I see here this little puppy is chewing on a piece of plastic, and so at one point we had we have pee pads underneath these trays, and I see that one of these puppies has got a hold of a piece of plastic. So when you see that, you need to remove it right away because they should not be chewing on plastic. Okay, so again, you got to watch your puppies and be observant of what they're up to, just like I have to check on mine. So here you see that Pet Stages toy again. This one has the ribbons in it. And of course, those little pieces of cloth there are just so attractive to the puppy for him to chew on. So that came in a puppy pack that came with the orange one in the middle. And I believe there was a little bit of a rope through that orange and turquoise toy. That also was fun for them, but it's still a good chew toy, so we still use it. And there's another one of those rubber links. And I have a little toy in there, a little rubber ball. This is a favorite. This is a toy. It's a Crinkle Toy. It's $1. They sell them at Walmart, and the puppies love to run around with those toys in their mouth, and they crinkle and they play tug of war. And Lily actually, still at 8 months old, every morning she picks up her little crinkle egg and has to run around the house with it. So that's kind of funny. This here is a little toy. It's not a Pet Stages toy. I think it's from Calm or something, but that's sold at the pet store. Another little ball, a cow hoof, and you see these puppies, what are they playing with? They have a rope toy. So those rope toys, I believe they're like only, oh my goodness, maybe they're only $1 at Walmart. They're pretty easy to get these rope toys, and as you see, when one puppy has it, they all want it. So that's funny. Yeah, and there's this one in the back here. There's a rope toy back there that this little puppy's playing with. Oh yeah, there's another one. Yep. Looks like that one might be a Pet Stages one. So, yeah. So all these toys have something in common, and that is that they're nearly, for a little puppy of this age, it's very unlikely that the puppy's going to chew them apart. Now, the only toy that I would be cautious about are these soft rubber toys there. There's a little penguin and there's a little orange squeaky toy. Now that one, if a puppy worked at it long enough, the hole could be chewed in it because it's not very tough, it's very soft. But that toy has actually lasted for several litters. As you can see, it's a little bit dirty looking. But so again, for little puppies, it's okay. But you got to be careful as the puppies get older. I wouldn't leave something like that in without supervision. Okay, so this puppy's playing with the little Pet Stages rope toy. It's a little smaller than the bigger ones that the other puppies are playing with. But as you see, they just love to chew on everything. And you have to have toys in their pen because they are teething. And so, at this age, 7 weeks, I put a lot of toys in here because they just have a real need to chew on things. And better for them to chew on the right things, because if you don't give them the right thing to chew on, then they'll chew on you, and they'll chew on your clothes, and they'll chew on everything they can find. So when they're little, give them the right habits by giving them the right things in the beginning. So there's another thing I've just identified that you might not want to leave in their pen for very long without supervision. And that is the little tennis ball that one puppy's rolling on right now. Tennis balls, they love them, but you need to not leave them in their pen because they will chew on them because they have that soft sort of velvety sort of outer layer that they can pull apart. So it's just something that if they chew it apart, they might ingest it. So don't ever leave the soft cloth toys in your puppy pen. The soft toys are always to be used under supervision. What happens if you continually give your little puppy soft toys to chew on in his pen, he will develop the habit of chewing things apart because they're so easy to chew apart. Whereas if you give him the right kind of hard toys, then he won't get into that habit of just chewing things to pieces. And so what happens, your puppy has these soft toys and he's chewing holes in them and learning how fun it is to pull the stuffing out of them. And then he's going to always be a destructive chewer. You don't want that. That's not good. So I can give my dogs, now that they're adults, I can give them all kinds of toys, all kinds of squeaky and soft toys. And they don't chew holes in them and they don't destroy them because they didn't have those kind when they were little puppies, except just to play fetch with, or when I was watching them, they could play with them. But I never left them to chew on them for hours on end and destroy them. So be aware that the soft toys are for supervision only. Soft toys are really great to play fetch with your little puppy and have him bring it back and then throw another soft toy. And when he brings it back, you throw another soft toy. So rather than taking the toy from him, you could just toss a different toy. So that's one way to teach your puppy that playing fetch is so much fun. But so just be aware that toys can be a safety issue. Now, there's a lot of things that they sell at the pet store that are in the puppy section, and it doesn't mean it's right for your puppy. Just because it's in the puppy section doesn't mean it's right for your puppy. A lot of these toys are made for really big dogs, and they're super duper hard. And these Kongs, like those are really great. You can put food in there every time you put your puppy in your pen. But these are really tiny, and actually I would recommend that you get the bigger puppy Kongs to put stuff with food, because these other ones are so small you can't hardly fit anything in, but they're fine when they're real little. It's just before long you'll want to have a different kind of a bigger puppy Kong. So again, just be aware that not all things that are made for dogs are safe. I like to give my dogs the cow hooves, but I don't give them pig's ears because those can get stuck in their system and cause blockages. I don't give them rawhide. I don't give them duck feet. I don't give them any other natural chews. I don't give them bones because those can splinter. Pretty much I just stick with the cow hooves because it's worked out well for me. And again, the cow hoof is something that you might want to give under supervision. At this age, they're not going to likely chew it into little pieces because they're very strong. With my dogs, the cow hooves last, usually a couple months or more. And I just, as they start to get smaller, I'll just then toss them if it looks like they're getting to be too small. But my dogs do not seem to have really big jaws. There are some Schnoodles out there that do chew things harder, and I don't know why that is, if that's just habits formed at puppy stages or what. But you just have to kind of know what's right for your own dog, and be very careful that you don't leave something with your puppy that could be a hazard to their health. So anyway, I hope that helps you make some good choices. Soft toys are great. Even soft rubber toys are great. Just always be aware that it's possible for them to chew a hole in them, and once they do, you do have to toss them out, because anything that can be chewed into little pieces is going to then be swallowed, and that would be dangerous. So be careful and be safe with your puppies, and be sure to provide them with plenty of good chew toys so that they have something to relieve their gums while they're teething. I hope that helps. Bye.